What's up, everybody? My name is Jose Gutierrez, and I am going to do my speech on how DAWs have changed the music industry. There was a time not so long ago, about 30 to 35 years, that whenever you wanted to make music, such as recording a song or making an instrumental, you had to go to an official studio that usually charged a pretty penny. And if you wanted to go solo, you had to buy mountains of hardware and expensive equipment to achieve what you needed, which means if you weren't an avid musician, it made making a project much harder. Life of a music producer or artist was far more rigorous before technology was a big part of the music world. Bands had to either pay an arm or a leg to record, mix, and get mastered, and if not, they had to know somebody with all the right equipment and the knowledge of the equipment to use it. This made making whole projects a task of persistence and the question of how bad do you want it. Luckily, thanks to the rise of technology, all of that has been changed. We have been given the opportunity to create virtually anywhere. This is because we are able to put portable studios in the laps of anyone who buys the equipment. DAWs have single-handedly changed the music industry and have given musicians everywhere the chance to create and share with the world. What are DAWs? Digital audio workstations are revolutionary in a literal sense. It is the studio on the go. These studios are equipped with the ability to record vocals, imitate instruments, and effects called plugins to create something original. The first DAW was created by a digital audio company called SoundStream that was founded in 1975. SoundStream was the first company of their kind and created an array of landmark machines that the music world still uses to this date. There was one creation in 1978 that really stuck out in the music world, and the name was the Digital Audio Editing System. This system was the first of its kind to edit recordings through a computer and was highly revolutionary in its day. It only consisted of a mini computer, an oscilloscope to view waveforms, and a video display terminal to control the system. Of course, it had interface cards that plugged in to slots so an audio interface can be connected for input and output of audio. And SoundStream planted their feet into the market and expanded it for many others to keep building. New companies have since stepped into the ring. Companies such as Apple, Avid, Native Instruments, and Ableton have since created some even more revolutionary technologies that would have audio engineers and musicians from the 1970s dumbfounded. The biggest DAWs in today's market are Logic Pro by Apple, that has been around roughly 10 years, Pro Tools by Avid, that has been around roughly the same time, and Native Instruments and Ableton that have both been around since the late 1990s. Well, how do they work? All DAWs pretty much work in the same sense that they can do the same functions. It's just different processes for each one. In this screenshot, I am going to show you Pro Tools. Such a busy screen, it is easy to get overwhelmed. But once you dive into it, we realize there are only three main screens. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you will see faders. This is called our mix window. The mix window hosts all of our levels and our effects that are known as plugins. In the center, we have our edit window. This is to make changes to our sound, where we can cut it up, move it around, duplicate it, and etc. And to our left of the edit window, we have our tracks, where you can easily see tracks, name tracks, the volume of the track, and the plugins that are on the track. Here you can delete tracks, hide tracks, and make new ones. All DAWs will be similar in setup, as far as having a mix and edit window, and a couple other additional things. We have come a long way. From the creation of the first DAW to now, digital audio workstations have made music creation and distribution much simpler. We have made strides in the past 35 years and given a broader audience of people a chance to show their talents. DAWs have single-handedly changed the music industry by giving everybody a chance. So in conclusion, musicians of this era have been blessed with wonders and conveniency of technology, with the ability to now record, mix, and master whole projects anywhere. From our laptops, it all boils down to one thing: how bad do you want it?